As we all know, I absolutely love revenge damage builds, so I have 3 passives here. Added advantage, well, that is giving me more... No, I definitely want you to go on. So I have 3 passives here to try and build towards a shield build, and the main reason why I'm very clearly playing a shield build is the 5 starting fortifications I've got in my deck. So unfortunately I can't kill this guy, he doesn't attack me. And I'm purely relying on fortification for shield right now. I don't have any of the passives to go along with it, which are usually what you would use to make a good shield build, but I'm just kind of hoping that we find them along the way. You know, I don't really know how well that's going to work out, but we will see. I don't have to spend any gold on upgrading the fortifications, so that's at least nice. And it looks like, despite having 0 of the passives that I would say are usually required, it seems that status symbol doubling my shield gains is just incredibly good. And I figured if I was going to run status symbol in this class, which usually you can't do, why not attach on an unpretentious amulet just to completely negate all damage? Now this does have the one teensy tiny downside, which is I'm inevitably going to get a demon wall. And that's going to be very not fun. But as long as I simply don't get a demon wall, I don't have to think about it. And frankly, I can't wait for that. Wow. That is brutal and I love it. The fact that you get an instant elite on this map, that is just crazy, honestly. Still, we are very much a build that can handle getting an instant elite. 34 shielding. That's almost enough to finish this fight, pretty much. But it's only going to keep going up from here. Because even if we're not getting shield from creating the pegs, after every time we shoot the fortification, we're just getting so much shield that we really couldn't care less. But yeah, being able to actually shoot real shots thanks to the power of Unicorn Horn is nice. Of course, whilst that passive I turned down, added advantage or training tabard, I think it was training tabard? I don't know. It's tough to remember the names of those two. Is a nice passive and it is giving me more shielding, which is exactly what I'm looking for. I'm not exactly the most interested in it, purely because that means I'm actually trying to use my circle game plan. And I'm trying not to use a circle game plan this run, in case it wasn't obvious from the status symbol. Even though status symbol on Peglin is actually very congruent with running a circle based game plan. 2 extra refreshes, why not, eh? Why not? Bombullet is not exactly going to give me anything, so might as well work with that. Bastion reaction. Doubt we'll use it, but could be nice to have. I think I'd rather take the elites, just because I really want to get the shield passives. There are a few more shield rare relics that I could get, which would be really nice. Sorry, not shield rare relics. Relics that boost my bulk gain. A Mask of Joy or a +2 would be insane. Preferably a +2, but you know, I'll also take a Mask of Joy. I'm not picky like that. And we get to wait until they get to me. The only unfortunate thing about making shield pegs is I believe if we hit a shield peg, which is coined, we convert it to a shield before we collect the coin, which does make collecting coins slightly harder, but because we delay the fights for so long every time, just because that's how our Ripostal Service works, most of the time. Sometimes you get a really fast fight, eh? That's just how it is. You just get to collect more gold. I can't really make this an easy shot, so I'm just going to do something like that. Alrighty, this is unfortunate because we get absolutely 0 value on the rainbow slimes. We just can't kill them, and so as nice as it is as the fact that we're letting multiple of them spawn, we just can't actually benefit from it, which is unfortunate because it's nice to be able to collect a whole bunch of extra gold, even though I don't have any extra stores in Area 1, and I turned down the one that I could go to. It would still be nice to consider. Nice. I love how much damage it is. It's just pretty impressive when you get some real numbers of shielding. The problem is, if you have real numbers of shielding, you don't really care about dealing 1000 revenge damage. There's probably a better game plan you have, because to get this much shielding, you have to work pretty hard. You have to work pretty damn hard, and if you're working pretty damn hard, you've probably got a much better win condition. But there are certainly going to be times where the Ripostal Service comes in handy, and that's the whole point of this run, eh? Making... oh my god, of course. Made it a shield. I should have known. This run is very much making it so that this is the build where Ripostal Service works. Just boom. 2000 damage effectively per hit. Like, it's so good, and in any other elite fight it'll be so much faster. I remember how nice it is to fight plants with this kind of setup. It's beautiful. I guess one of the reasons why going to the stores is so handy is just from the removals as well. Since I do want to only be shooting fortifications, and sometimes I unfortunately do need to shoot non-fortifications. So I don't believe you get another one. Only 2 rainbow slimes, right? I don't think the third one's actually possible. Might have been possible if I didn't get as many bombs as I did. I love how forlorn their attempts are. 3,745. That seems perfectly fair. That was the wrong button I clicked. Wait, do you get it? I don't think you lose 85 health. I think you actually do get the third one. Just barely. Alright, awesome. Oops. 127 gold. One thing's for certain though. If I get this slime drop fight again, I'm certainly going to be skipping it. I don't want to deal with that. Ring of reuse. Sounds perfect. It's kind of exactly the kind of thing I'm hoping for. Oh my. This fight is just amazing for us. It's absolutely amazing, isn't it? All of these enemies who think they'll be allowed to try and hit me. That was a pretty cool shot. Although popping the shield pegs doesn't really do much, does it? Oh my. It's so satisfying. Especially since this map is usually at least mildly annoying. Because actually being able to hit your bombs on this map, it doesn't really happen that often. More often than not. You're only going to be able to pop one of them before the plants fire their salvo. And usually we don't have a massive bulwark shield to protect us from the damage. Which means even if you're not burning a ton of health, you're still burning some health. And that's not fun. And sometimes it's enough to kill you. We've popped so many shield pegs already. It would be pretty sweet if we managed to get a shield relic. So surely that is allowed. Middle? Right? Perfect. Look man, I just want the extra gold. Bold orb, I do love a good bold orb. I think that perhaps this is not the run. I mean, so what? If we get a Minotaur, I guess it is mildly scary technically. But, you know, that's not going to happen, so... we have nothing to worry about. That was actually a pretty cool shot, wasn't it? I could shoot 2 terribles or 1 fortification. I don't really want to play for my bomb game plan this fight, so I'll shoot the forbs. $19 shielding should be enough to take care of him. Yeah, it's getting close though, honestly. Getting pretty close. 170 gold. I must admit, I didn't think my cash collection would be this good. I have definitely been prioritizing fights a bit more than probably normal runs though, haven't I? Simply because I know that I can take every single fight and it should be easy enough. One big question is, do I get a demon wall? As well as, are there fights which significantly delay how much shielding I can get immediately? To the point where I'm put in a very bad position. Talk about a very bad position. Having 4 refreshes on the board is not that. Alright, this was a fight I was scared of, but we have 4 refreshes on the board, like... it's just, like, not even scary. The scary thing about this fight in particular is with the way how bosses like this deal damage... Oh, you don't really create many shield packs that way. Is if you don't have a massive amount of shielding early on, let's say you only have like 50, it's very easy for them to just remove all of your shield every single shot. And once they're doing that, it can be really hard to actually get the damage you need to kill them. Just because peace of mind. I'll take peace of mind just because it's a fun relic. I shouldn't take it because it's going to try and give me damage, but in a perfect world I'm not losing my shielding, so it doesn't actually matter. And the most important factor right there is peace of mind is just an incredibly fun passive, so I wanted to pick it up. Now the main reason why it's an incredibly fun passive, you probably know already, just because like I consider shield comp and peace of mind to be incredibly fun passives. It's usually when I call something a very fun passive, it's probably because it's also pretty bad. Peace of mind is unfortunate. You had Shrewd Scales that got changed to 2/2 per reload, which I think was a very fair change, and now Shrewd Scales is very solid. I think that Peace of Mind very potentially could get the same treatment, purely because 1/1 most of the time is simply not going to do enough. Like, I've built builds around Peace of Mind, and usually I've found something better to do than the Peace of Mind scaling during the build. That's just how it goes, unfortunately. It's not to say that it definitely can't have runs where it's absolutely massive. Talk about absolutely massive. But, you know, they're much rarer than perhaps they should be. I was kind of hoping we would get a slime. Slime is always just absolutely hilarious with shield builds. Because he tries to double attack you every single turn. Instead we got the opposite. Actually, at least it's the opposite and not just infinitely slower. Because this boss only attacks us once every 2 turns. But that's better than the mole. The mole would be once every 4 turns, I think. Presumably no bomb interference. It's fine. Got so much shielding that it doesn't particularly matter, eh? Great stuff. I'm going to go to a question mark. I can't be bothered. Let's just take more fights. Because in a perfect world, if I could get like what passive was I looking for in particular? I remember there was a common relic that I really wanted to find. But at the minimum, I want removals and I want rare relics that appear in stores. Because the more rare relics I see in stores, the more that I get to remove from the pool, which means the more going to elite fights is going to matter massively. Even if just to increase my pool. Wait, did that actually work? There's a chance that when I convert a peg, I actually get the coin on conversion. I didn't realize that would be the case. Interesting. I heard the coin sound and it confused me apparently. 1000 damage. This boss has no idea what's coming from me. I wish there was a way to just like skip your turn. It's like, yes please, I have 400 shielding. They can't touch me, and if I could just skip my shots, let them take their turns, the fight would be over immediately. Instead of them having to wait and do 3000 damage to themselves because they dared to touch me. Well, they dared to try and touch me, specifically, because they failed. Alrighty. We might actually have a tougher time killing the tree. We're going to have a tougher time killing this guy than we are going to be killing the main boss. That is pretty funny. Especially since this boss fight, Crucible 20, it's quite tough. Like, you generally will struggle a lot, and bringing shield comp into it is generally seriously not ideal. Just because you can make these pegs shield pegs, and when you do, much harder to pop, which is not good. Alright, it doesn't look like I'm actually going to have a harder time killing this guy, but it was a nice dream. I think they might die in the same shot, actually. I don't think I got enough. Oh, I did get enough. Perfect. Isn't that amazing? Constricting chains. Well. I mean, just how much shielding can I get? And, oh, whew, thank the Lord. I was really scared, honestly. I really expected us to get Team War. Oh, no. Oh, man. You've got to be kidding me. So, fun fact. I don't have Refilibuster. I don't have Bob Recombobulator. I don't have Bad Cheese. I just straight up have nothing. I don't have a crit to hit. I don't have... Oh my. Well, I did kind of forget about one of the other weaknesses of this run. And it seems we found it. I don't know why I'm still taking shots. Yeah, I kind of forgot about mirrors, didn't I? Well, let's just run a Ripostal Service status symbol. Yeah, that's exactly what I want to do. Perfect. I could just use orbs that grant me shielding now. Okay, this is nice. I do love status symbol and blend. That's why I wanted to run this run. I wasn't expecting to find like a Ripostal Service. That's really cool. Probably if I was gonna guess what kind of combo nonsense I was gonna look for, it would probably be more like Train Tabot Added Advantage. But honestly, this should work well. And I'm probably not going to get rid of my crit when it comes to Area 2, so I actually will have a wing conditioner in my deck prepared for that. That last one was a bit funny, wasn't it? I do have a tendency to... It's tempting, honestly. Do that kind of thing. I want to pick up any orbs that give me Bulwark, I think. It's just a bit tough because all of them want me to hit multiple pegs to get Bulwark, so... this class is not really the best at achieving that. But hopefully the boss passive can grant me pieces to help with that, because that's generally very easy to do. I think it's a fair thing to say. I imagine it shouldn't be too much of an issue. That was a cool shot. 88. If I get to 100, honestly, that store is a very interesting thought. And would you look at that? The store is a very interesting thought, but there are 2 stores, so it's a whole lot less interesting. Oh, I think I'm looking for orbs first and foremost is the thing. I just set up shot 1. There's no way I start hitting bombs already. Okay, that's actually really annoying. I might have to get all of them then, including you. So let's try and pop that peg already. Not bad. Just need to get my bombs is the big thing. Since my ping damage isn't going to cut it for all of these enemies. Oh no, you're living? Well, it's just miserable when they live on the tiniest scrap of health. So hard for me to deal with it. I think a shot like that might double tap the bomb. Then again, it might not. Alright, let's try and finish this up now. 30 damage there is doable, but probably not happening. So close. Oh my god, so close yet so far. There we go. Could have been worse. Honestly... How does one do this? Damn it, I was hoping for 150, but should be good. I think going to the store is just better here because, yeah, look at this. I get to buy everything I want. Everything. Right, now I think we definitely just do this, 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 this. And I feel like this was just such a valuable store now. And now I just play full tank game plan. I have healing, I have a solid refresh source per reload, and I'm going to remove in that later store as well. I think it just ends up looking pretty nice. Did I discard? I pressed the discard button. Don't think it actually registered. Interesting. Unfortunate. Hopefully we can get some value here. Damn, like 35 ping damage there. You know what? For all of my complaints last run about it not being a very solid... That missed. Whatever. Not being a very solid passive, that was actually a pretty impressive number there. 2? Yeah. Oh, 3 procs. That's so much damage. Like, that's actually insane how much damage it is. Well, let's make sure to get that cash number going back up because, wow. It's actually impressive how much damage Ripostal Service is getting here. This is exactly the kind of run I... It's not the kind of run I envisioned when I started building all of this. The upgrades are really nice, aren't they? 1, 2, 3. I'll do 1 upgrade. Yeah, 1 upgrade. Yeah, those are pretty big upgrades. Like, this wasn't the run that I envisioned when I considered myself doing status symbol Cruci 7 Peglin, but I mean, this is definitely the kind of run I wanted. Oh, perfect. Anytime you can get the 3, the 3rd bulwark proc is just amazing. Honestly, 2 is enough. Yep, perfect. But Ripostal Service is definitely it's stronger while you're ahead. The second you fall behind, Ripostal Service is just not doing much for you. That's where the struggles really come to play. But hopefully we just don't have to deal with that as much here. We'll certainly be in a good spot if we don't. Oh my. Abrasion is probably amazing and I should probably pick it up, but I'm going to hold off, I believe. Just because, unless it's fully necessary for me to pick up on Abrasion, I would much rather do an Abrasion, sorry, a Ripostal Service game plan. I'm just going to try not to pop any pegs and just massively fail at doing so, honestly. That was impressive. 1, 2, no 3rd one, but I think that's good enough. Let's just try and collect up gold now. Get that health number up as well. Looking good. Not even 1, damn. Okay, boom, 95, yeah, 70. So like it was getting close at the end there, but we were fine. Tempted. Yep. There we go. It is the orb that I think I'm building around this run. And honestly, I really like the fact that I'm actually using it because I never use it. All it took was us doubling the... this is actually amazing, isn't it? Doubling how much shielding it's giving us. And then we thought it was decent enough. Our removal there is great. We should get up to 100 gold here, which is solid. As long as we get to 95, I'll be more than happy. Alright, this was an amazing first shot, wasn't it? And an end. Followed by another solid shot. Yeah, 40 shielding. Don't mind if I do. Oh my god, refresh it, so we didn't even need... Oh my. Didn't even need the refresh in an ideal position. Because that's what it was in, honestly. I made sure to leave it there. That was very pleasant, wasn't it? Incredibly, incredibly pleasant. I don't want to increase my bomb damage, not really. Let's just grab a little bit of extra gold. 124, not bad. Added advantage, gaining bulwark. I do like the idea of that. However, I also love the idea of this. Too bad, I think. I think we're just gonna... Oh, but this is also really nice. You know what? I love greed too much, and fresh bandana versus added advantage. I think I don't want to feed into the combo as tempting as it is, though. So I'll just get the fresh bandana. It is very tempting to try and feed into the combo, though, to be honest. But like, we're just getting too much gold from that, and yeah, I think that was a good choice. God, it's so much shielding. Alright, nice. I think getting the upgrade is going to be a pretty big deal. I think it's definitely 2 to 3 that we care about more than 1 to 2. Both are good though. And I think even if I have the opportunity to do 2, which I believe I do, I don't think I take it. Wow, I'm actually just hitting my crits. Wasn't expecting that. Nice. Let's just open up that bomb. Free real estate. Because it's super easy to aim to. Oh my god, I actually don't damage as well. Yeah, I don't think I want to do the other upgrade. Tempting though. Damn, close. I should have aimed lower though. Just like 23 gold there though, just because I spent a bit of gold earlier on. Like, just sounds like a bargain to me. Oh no, that's such minimal value, honestly. Very unfortunate. Also missed a discount there, my bad. Doesn't matter too much though, I believe. We get the refresh shield afterwards, which it looks like it's pretty needed because our refreshes are obscured. There we go. Got to get that shielding up, so I'm just constantly taxing his health. Oh, this is interesting. We don't actually deal with the bushes. We just wait for them to get to us and try and hit us. That's funny. It's definitely not something I'm used to trying. Yeah, we are definitely a win more passive, and not exactly winning right now. It's not going too bad though, I guess. It really isn't. It really isn't, huh? 43. All it takes is like one good shot and then suddenly it's looking a whole lot better, eh? So nice not to be losing health to this nonsense. That's one of the most like grating things about this fight. It's just like every single shot, oh come on. You got vined and then you freed yourself with the same vine. Like it's just such such a silly mechanic. Denying me so much shielding because of that. Looks like it should be fine. But yeah, it's like such a grating fight, just doing this fight and constantly losing the tiny ping health and like knowing that you're going to lose because you're not getting enough value per shot. You get so much gold there. Safety pegulations. Well, the issue is I just want to hit more pegs in a single shot. So, you know what? Actually, I want to do this just so my bombs aren't killing. Oh, it's only revenge damage. Alright, thank you. Whew, I was really scared, honestly. Alright, I should check the map. Because I saw an early store there. Where's the other store? Oh, I see. Only double store as well. That's interesting. Very interesting. See what I can afford. That is a lot of gold we need to try and hoard up. Don't know if I'll be able to get that high. Is that going to stop me trying though? Absolutely not. I've already hit one bomb. I guess there actually is something interesting I can do, isn't there? I might try that. Alright, good stuff. 157 gold, not bad. I do want slightly more shielding for what I'm just about to try though. That was slightly more shielding, I can't deny that. 157, don't want to spend the upgrade then. So the idea is simple. I see. No stores for me. Grabby hand. Let's see what I can achieve here. Not much, but still a lot of gold to be honest. And again, let's just grab a tiny bit more gold. Perfect. Duplicate. Sorry, that was the wrong button. Let's try that again. Duplicate a random mob. Hopefully we get a fortification. I believe the odds are pretty solid. Not amazing, but pretty solid. Oh, that's not what it's called. It's called Protector. Okay, yeah, perfect. That was indeed the one I wanted, and I think we may very well need an extra Protector for this fight. This is not an easy fight. I believe the breakpoint is around 100. I'm not certain on that though, but I think if I get to 100 shooting, I'll be extremely happy. Hopefully, we basically just get it this shot, because this is our main orb. It's good. Not great, that's for sure. But definitely good. Oh no, that was minimal. Amazing, at least we healed per reload. I'm sure that health will simply be so crucial. Look, I would have loved to get more shielding. Like 150 would be insane. It would be so much better. But I guess we work with what we got. I'll keep it up. Keep up the number. It's very hard to tell. I think because that shot was so good, it's guaranteed now though. Yeah, perfect. Okay. That was very scary for a bit there. I did not know if I was going to win or lose. Because we very much need to stay ahead. If we don't stay ahead, then we die. So this is a fight where it's very easy to fall behind. Very easy to fall behind. Which honestly, we almost did just then, I think. Yeah, we almost did. Okay, that was way spookier than I thought it would be. And I thought it would be pretty spooky. That's Peg Bag. Considering the fact that I don't care about my PS in the slightest tiny bit, I like the sound of a Peg Bag. I mean, excellent greed. I really wasn't expecting any amount of greed there. I'd already popped all my bombs after all. A forge. Not bad. I'm going to burn some HP to get my Protect Orb upgraded. Thank you. Took a bit of health, didn't it? Enhanced. Don't mind if I do. Yeah. Oh, it was just so worth the gold if it hit. That's actually a lot of scaling. And speaking of so worth the gold, I'm just going to claim some more gold, honestly. Don't care about the question mark all that much. That's a cool passive. Don't expect to get any value from it. Alright, this should be an amazing, amazing fight for revenge damage to destroy all enemies. Yep, just like that. But he does hit pretty damn hard, doesn't he? Not hard enough though. I've got 77 shielding now. Have fun getting your way through that. That Peg Bag pickup though is going to be absolutely immense. It's just so nice to see. Definitely want to prioritize stores in Area 2 though, Area 3 though, because we unfortunately missed out on our stores in Area 2. Due to my... I wanted gold, more gold, what can I say? And it would have succeeded if it weren't for... No, I don't know. I just didn't realize that it would fail that fast, eh? Extremely unfortunate. Yeah, we should be totally fine. Perfect. Another Protector, why not? I've got 500 gold lying around. Might as well. Bag of Orange Peg, Sash of Focus. I'll just take a Sash of Focus. It actually combos really well with Ripostal Service. Indeed, it does. Oh my. Screw reloading, I guess. I mean, to be honest, I don't really care about reloading. The main thing I cared about reloading before was for the reload, or the refresh. And now I kind of have 4 total refreshes on the board, so it matters a whole lot less than it did before. Alright, 33, 300 per hit already. Not a bad start, that's for sure. That number is only going up, and honestly, Ripostal Service as your method of killing the paintings is very effective. I like that a lot. Just because there's very specific timings you want to kill the paintings usually, and the moment they fire on you, that certainly counts as one, I'd say. No value there. But we are taxing their health. Slowly. I'm fine with that. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Don't really care about your spinfection too much. I should be gaining a whole 1 max HP from this fight. That should be amazing, shouldn't it? Oh, that was a good shot. That lined up very well. 100 bulwark. Almost. Close? Oh, you're not attacking this turn. Alright, surely this turn, right? There we go. Ooh, 61, so close. Well, I'll reload. I'll let you take your turn. Perfect. We get our full heal. Still got 500 gold lying around. Matyoska Shell. Well, Matyoska Shell is doing exactly what I want in hitting more pegs, which hopefully gives me more stats. Honestly, status symbol plus... I guess it's not the best combo. Speaking of not the best, and I really am not the biggest fan of this fight. It's a bit too spicy for my tastes, but as long as we can get a kill on the front shroom before the sky reaches him, I'll be happy, I guess. I don't know. Really not too stoked about it, though. I don't think that happened. Unless I pull off this shot. It was a great shot, but unfortunately ever so slightly not enough, and that means I will pay the price. And that price is taking a lot of damage from this guy, which is unfortunate, because he actually gets pretty hard when he gets fully stacked up. It's just usually he doesn't get fully stacked up. It's why I like to say... I don't think he's getting through me though. It's why I like to say that honestly the other Pebble Slime fight is easier than this fight. Which is crazy because this is the one you can get immediately when you enter Area 3, as shown here. And the other one, it's not possible. It's in the second half of Area 3. Yeah, okay, good. I mean, look, I think that was a very spooky fight. It's just the multi-ball boss passive that we just hit definitely helped out a lot that fight. Just granting us all of that extra shielding. I really do want the extra removes. I've done a great job of finding Protect Orbs though to negate the downside. I'm just going to stack up my shielding a bunch. Honestly, I'll shoot this pebble. I'll let you get your revenge damage now. It'll be the last mistake you ever make. Since unfortunately for you, it's exactly the moment I was waiting for. Plus 24 gold. Like, whenever you can combine Reduce, Refuse, Recycle with Navigation Inflation, you just get so much value. It's actually just crazy. I'll shoot that. Hopefully it splits. I really... It's unfortunate but interesting that Matyoska Shell does not actually reverse fling itself on this map. I was hopeful, but I guess it does make sense. This is another fight I could fall behind, actually. It's really not that good for damage, but I think I have just enough. Mostly due to my last few shots being pretty solid. Yeah. It definitely got close to falling behind there for a bit. Nice, I managed to get onto the top. I was trying there and I'm just surprised it worked, honestly. Perfect. Such an amazing way of collecting cash. I have enhanced, so that makes me very, very interested in... I'm just gonna finish the fight, don't mind me. Okay, that actually got very close at the end there. 641 gold, by the way. I didn't check the stores, and that's because there is nothing interesting to see. Well, I'm just gonna add as many Protect Orbs as I can then, I guess. It's really funny, Protect Orb is not usually an orb I dabble in, at all. Not as much gold as I would have liked, I guess. Oh no, whatever will I do? I imagine I'll be able to recover that easily enough. Okay. I was hoping for a bit more greed from enhanced gunpowder there, but it is what it is. I did leave those pigs uncovered because I was just a bit scared that shooting towards them would pop them during combat, but definitely made it so that the post-combat navigation was not actually able to aim straight at the bombs. Which is kind of not what I was after. Good news is my bombs deal no damage, so bomb passives for improving how many pegs I hit in a shot are very much on the table. Very much so. Alright, great greed. Oh, so close to enough damage. 180. How many Protect Orbs do you see in a normal run? This is seriously making me ask questions. Like, if you see this many Protect Orbs in a run, it's much easier to build a deck around Protect Orbs. Which... there really aren't as many combos that are as strong with that as they should be. Like, the main one that springs to mind, I think, is like Peace of Mind nonsense, which is not horrendous, you know. But the problem is, this is part of the issue that the other deals no damage but upgrades Pegs has. I say, well, it's another deals no damage orb. What's it called? Refurbisher, that's what it's called. The problem with deals no damage but grants you damage scaling, which is what both of them are effectively trying to achieve, is that you're going to have different orbs in your deck. And if an orb is scaling you, but it can't get the kill, on some maps that's just simply too slow. And it just means you need to high roll more, really. Well, I mean, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, there are 7 orbs in my deck. There are 3 ones I want removed. So if I press this button, I remove at least 1, preferably 2, but I definitely remove 3, right? We'll see when I get to combat, of course. I don't check beforehand. Dupe pot. Nah. I'm not interested, even if I hate your refresh move. I'm trying to get rid of the crit. Value, I guess? Well, there's 1 pebble left. I can remove it now. Oh my. I can't believe that actually worked. I'm just purely shocked that worked. I did not expect it to work. House of Slime there is amazing. Ambidextrony, completely useless. Apple a day, fine. This is going to be a bit of a fun fight, actually. I don't get to watch it, unfortunately, but they're all just going to pew. Yeah, I get to see exactly how much they're hitting me for as well. That's actually slightly useful knowledge. That was a 5 there. That's more than I was expecting. Mostly a bunch of 3s and 2s though, eh? Probably because they're ranged enemies. But they're ranged enemies that were hitting me on the first shot and then not afterwards. Probably because they're dead, actually. No, they're alive. No, there are just a lot of melee enemies and the ranged ones are dead. I don't know what these enemies are, I really don't. I mean, that's the whole point of the fight, right? Oh my. When you see these like massive gold numbers, you really do not expect the class in question to be Paladin. Like, it's just not that good at collecting gold usually, but we got the early navigation inflation and then I saw the reduce, refuse, recycle, and there are just some combos that you simply have got to take. Philosopher's Stone, why not? After all, why not? Sounds perfectly reasonable, and I love how we've just gotten an extra like 40 max HP from grinding on Seer. It's just like amazing. Talk about amazing. It was a great first shot, wasn't it? 1200, only 300. Kind of pathetic, honestly. I was hoping for more, but I definitely got one of the worst multiple passives to try and feed me peg kits, I'd say. Matsuska Show does an impressive job, I guess. Impressively good job of going equivalent and being a multi-ball relic. Just because you hit a lot less because you're small, but you also hit more because you've got 2 things on the board. It's impressively equivalent. I think that it's in a very good state as it is now. That's a refreshing punch. Don't mind if I do. I like refreshing punch. So I can like catch them, I can aim them into the vine, can't I? And like just get a whole bunch of greed this way. So there's an enemy on the board still. He's just staring at me. Can I take him home? Oh no. That was a good bit of fun. Remove an orb, very unfortunate of course. How many? I think I got like 10 or something. I think it was 9 actually. 9 protect orbs this round. That is just kind of crazy. So what? Peace of Mind and I think Training Tabard? No, added advantage. Wait, one of them. Okay, I don't know which one. And then I think it's added advantage. That's my guess. So added advantage, Peace of Mind, Protect Orb. I think you would need a Mask of Joy if you're going to try this as well. Like, I feel like if you're going to try anything like this, you're going to need Mask of Joy. You're going to need, like, a balance in your deck as well. And you're going to want... I mean, if it's balance, you don't need PS, right? Like, I feel like there are just so many pieces that you need to hit. And, like, if you've got Mask of Joy balance, like, why are you doing this Protect Orb, Peace of Mind nonsense kind of thing? You know what I mean? Also, where's my shielding? It took me a bit too long to get my shielding online. Like, at least the rigged bombs aren't dealing damage to me, but man, it's actually mildly scary because they're getting significantly closer. But wow, apparently my damage of my bombs is still just simply enough that it's keeping them at bay. That's impressive. I wasn't expecting that. But I definitely need to start stacking up my shielding more because this is actually getting mildly spooky. And I've said it a million times before, but Ripostal Service is a while you're ahead passive. The second you start falling behind, it's so much harder to get good value out of this passive. The best value comes when you're starting your turn with like 50 plus bulwark. And as long as we can keep maintaining that, we are golden. We really will be golden, but without that, it is definitely kind of spooky. I guess one of the really nice things about this fight is the fact that we're probably going to get a lot of Flying Sapper XP from this, which is good because I need it. And I'm going to be honest, Peglin definitely necessitates you bringing in at least a faster deck to the point where, especially if you're fighting this guy, you're not going to burn through all of his minions. It's really, really uncommon that you actually achieve that. That being said, this is not exactly a common deck. Mostly because it's impossible to get, status symbol on Paladin is unfortunately illegal. That's why we're doing a custom run, because you can't find this in a normal run. I believe anymore. I'm pretty sure that when this was first released, the status symbol passive, I think it was available for Paladin. But I may be going crazy. I don't know, I don't remember actually hitting it, but I think I remember it being an option. Oh god. Wait, hold up. Did we just... As I said, we need to win while we're ahead. And currently it's not looking that good, is it? Because he's popping through our shielding every turn, which means we're not actually getting any revenge damage. Ironically enough, I think this is the one boss fight where we actually are the worst into, and it definitely looks like that. Mostly because I picked up this lovely boss passive right here, Safety Regulations, which has, unfortunately... Do I have Round Card? Oh, that was Sash. Oh. That's 40 per circle on him. Safety Regulations, which I think has kind of given him the 40 per circle and meant that he's not dead. Because usually the thing with this boss is you give him a circle, but it's also like massively killing him. Alright, we take no damage from that, and we still take a lot of damage from that. Well, I just need to die well, I guess. Oh, wow. Alright, this just happened. Yeah, we needed... I honestly wasn't expecting to win this run, but, like, look at this. 61 with circle, and it's 1023. Like, if you've set off... I mean, this is 61 rig bombs, right? Isn't that normally like 150 damage per bomb? So, yeah. We have some extenuating circumstances here which have meant that this was actually just a rough fight. I didn't realize this, to be honest. I've never actually brought safety regulations into this guy and have it been the reason why I lose. That's what it was this time. I think if I entered the fight with my Sash active, I actually would have won as well. That's the really funny part. Like, I think literally... Okay, no, my healing kind of sucks. Not directly before the boss fight, but sometime during Area 3, I should have just fired and popped it. That would have been easy enough because I don't have super boots. Yeah, I should have just fired. Which would have taken some time, honestly, because I had a lot of shielding in fights. Usually around 100, that's like a... that's a lot of fires. 40, 50, 45, that kind of area. But yeah, okay. That's a lot of balance, actually. If my deck wasn't only balanced as well, plus 18, plus 18... that can do a lot, even if it's only plus 8, plus 18, because I feel like we're pretty good at hitting our crits just due to our amazing mass proccing capabilities. It's funny just how we had so many amazing combos, and just because we had this one thing with safety regulations and deal no damage, okay, I said one thing, a few things which significantly detracted from this fight, and deals no damage, it just meant we couldn't take advantage of like our amazing balance or the fact that this guy kills himself. Like, seriously, this guy just kills himself. And unfortunately, the one Berserker was just too much for us to deal with because we gave him all the Berserker and then we gave him a ton of turns to work with.